That was beautiful. It's hot in California right now. I actually can't check the weather. I'm using the phone. Actually, you could check real quick. Actually, give me just a few seconds. I can go ahead and answer this question right now. What is the weather in this part of the world? Jesus Christ, it's hot. It's 91 degrees. And, oh jeez. Hold on. How do I... Wind is actually not that bad. It's actually just my room. I have this, I guess, because the door's closed and I didn't turn the fan on, so then it just got hot. And now the outside is a little bit hot, so any air I try to put in here is just not as cold as it should be. I mean, like, I walked outside my room, it was a little bit colder. Anyway, it is Friday, and a few days ago I posted a video of me talking about my speech project. And I don't know if I actually elaborated on that. I actually don't remember anything I put in these videos. But basically, we have to bring like 2 or 3 items that kind of, you know, exemplify us as a person. And so I've been trying to practice that because you have to get your point across within 3 or 4 minutes. Otherwise, you know, you're using up too much time, you know. And if you pay attention to any of my videos, you know, actually I feel like I have said this. Yeah. If you watch any of these videos or just saw the runtime, you know, I can get up to like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, you know, if I don't feel like making a new video and kind of summarizing my statements. These videos can get up to be very, very long. So I'm trying to condense condense my words. So I've been working on that. I did my math homework the other day. We were supposed to have a quiz, and there was supposed to be a practice quiz going up, and it wasn't there, so I spent all of Thursday, because on Thursdays I have a 3-hour wait in between my classes, so I thought I'd head to the library, do some work. Turns out there was no work available, so I said, cool. And I could have done my English work, I guess, but you know what, I'll do that on Tuesday, because I have the same 3-hour wait. I'll do it on Tuesday. And what else? Oh, there was this whole deal with my English textbook where we had to get this book for my English 120 class. Some of you might be familiar with it. I had to get one of those, and the thing about it is it's supposed to come with an access code. Like, it's supposed to have access to the Launchpad site. What ended up happening was, because I had rented it, it didn't come with an access code, which is fair to say. Sure, it's fair. I'll turn the light on, make it a bit easier to see me, I guess. It's fair that it doesn't have an access code, and I wasn't expecting it to have an access code. But we were going over the necessity, you know, like the stuff that was in the classroom, actually, and we had another website we had to access. This one was just, you know, from the website of the college in and of itself. Called Blackboard, and it's, I guess it's widely used because, you know, you have to specify which college website you're actually trying to go to access Blackboard. So I go into my account, and I see it's kind of like this. It's kind of like the math site that I'm using for my math homework, but different in a sense. It's just my courses listed on there, my English 120 classes listed on there, and it's got some stuff that I need to read, and then there's a quiz at the end. So I go, if you're gonna have the quizzes on here, is there anything actually on the Launchpad site, the one that requires an access code? Is there actually anything on that site that's gonna be graded? Is there even any reason for me to go on the site? I could just hunch over, like, and make some new friends, and just hunch over someone else's computer and go, hey, what are we doing? You know? So I talked to my teacher, and of course, she's gonna say, oh, it's very important, you know, you have to give me your money, and it's like that. And actually, it's not even their money it's not even them I'm giving the money to, but it's still, you know, it's like, they like to nickel and dime you at every possible turn. So, actually, she told me, go talk to the tech support, because, you know, they might be able to help you out, maybe, you know, put you on the right track. If you need to buy an access code, make sure you're getting the right one, blah, 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 blah. So, I get on the phone with tech support, and I get on the guy. He's very charismatic, and I actually, you know, despite the end of the story being that he gave me wrong information. I was actually very surprised to, you know, get someone so enthusiastic and so into it, and like really, really working hard for him to get a positive review on that survey at the end of the, you know, because, you know, some tech support like to ask you to complete a survey afterwards, which is fair. And I gave him a positive rating because I didn't know. But, you know, in any case, I would have given him a positive rating because he was really trying to help, you know. He even wrote up an email and gave me a link and stuff like that. They're really, you know, very supportive. So I called him up and I go, hey, I need the access code for this book. How much is it going to cost me, blah, blah, blah. And they said it's going to cost you $10 and I'll provide you with a link. Because I told them what book it was and what version and blah, blah, blah. And he said it was $10. I'll send you the direct link and you can go check that out. And I said, okay, awesome. And I thought it was all fine until I realized the place that it said it was listed for $10 wasn't actually a clickable button. It was just a listing that says you can buy the book physical for $52. You can buy the ebook for $52, and you can get the access to the Launchpad site $9 or $10 rather, right? And I thought these were all different options. Like, you can buy the book, you can buy the ebook, or you can buy the Launchpad access. And I thought if I got the Launchpad access, it would be fine to give me a code or whatever, right? No. So immediately I called back again and I said, hey, so I just got off tech support a few seconds ago actually, and they directed me to this, and long story short, I can't buy the Launchpad version. Like, there were options to buy the physical and the ebook, but nothing to buy the Launchpad. And just to spare you the nitty-gritty of it, what ended up happening was I was on tech support like every 5 minutes. I would be put back on hold because the lady on the other side kept trying to figure out what it is I was trying to accomplish and what it is we can do about it. Ended up spending like a bit over an hour on and off hold until she actually found the proper book, which was not this at all. It was a completely different book for a different Launchpad site. And you know what? It turns out that if I wanted to buy the access code for this book, it was not $10. It was $32. So I said, So I said, oh, you know what, thank you. And you know, just like I just wanted to get off the phone, but also, you know, I realized I kind of wasted everyone's time, or rather, not even. This was information I didn't know, so it was okay. It wasn't the information I wanted, so I was kind of angry about that. But it wasn't the tech support's fault, so I wasn't gonna fault her for it. But she actually did sound kind of depressed and kind of sounded like, because she felt like she didn't help me. Honestly, she did help me because, you know, I was actually just legit just gonna buy the access code right then and there. And before I did, however, I talked to my teacher again about it, and I said, so, Professor, I got off tech support, and basically, I just want to make sure the book that I'm getting is the right book. And actually, at the top of the class, before I even was able to ask her that question, she started off the class by saying, hey, did you guys get the email? And I said no, and I couldn't check it because, you know, in class, and I didn't want to get yelled at again, because I got yelled at before for checking my phone. Said, check your emails, I think there's an access code in there, I really don't know. Like the most, like, non-committal, like, yeah, you know, you might need to pay for the book or not, I don't know. But, you know, I still wanted to make sure, so I asked her anyway. She said, go check out that access code and see if that works out for you. Otherwise, you know, we'll try something. You know, hopefully we'll get you sorted out. So I go home, and I check my email, and there's actually just a full-fledged access code in there, and I go, this can't possibly, like, it's gotta be like a trial thing, right? Or it's gotta be give me, like, some sort of limited access or whatever. No, it's just, it said, you need an access code, and I pasted in the access code, and it said, welcome to Launchpad. So, I'm glad I didn't buy that $32 copy of the book. I'm kind of wondering if it's like a randomly generated code, or if it's just like widespread. I have no idea. If it is widespread, how come we're the only ones that got it? Because I was talking to another friend of mine, and I asked her about it, and she said she didn't get an access. She didn't get an email about it because she had a different teacher and stuff, but it was the same class, like, right? But it's still English 120, and they're still using the same Launchpad book. So I'm wondering how come they didn't do the same thing for them? Like, how come they had to pay? So that I gotta charge my watch again. Can you see that? Speaking of this watch, met someone else with a Pebble. It was actually my old friend from middle school. I haven't seen him in a while, so that's how I spent the rest of Thursday. Actually, an entire 3-hour wait between my classes on Thursday was just filled with like seeing people I haven't seen in a while. My friend from middle school also. I'm trying not to say any names. I don't know how they freak out about that. I know I might freak out, depending. But they're pretty cool. I'm not gonna paint them in any bad light or any sort. I just trying to make sure that they're cool with it. But yeah, this guy that he tried to teach me how to play guitar, but I was just not good, So we kind of just quit, and I played piano instead. And this girl from 10th grade, actually, she was a senior. I was a sophomore, and I haven't seen her for a long time. And the last time I saw her, she was like leaving to pick up I think her friend or her sisters from the school, from the high school, and I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. So this time around, we got to hang out a bit. Hang out is a very loose term. She was across the table. She was with her friends. I kind of just hung around there because I knew some of the people that were there too. So that was fun. But yeah, my other friend that also had a Pebble, he had the Pebble Steel, which was, I think it's $200 now. It looks nice. It's definitely worth a purchase. I didn't actually know how many features were included in it. I'd totally buy a Pebble Steel if I had the money for it. But yeah, just got to catch up. I'm glad to know that I'm glad to know these people still remember me, because I'm so unsure about whether or not people remember me or not. So I just don't say anything, and that's bad. But other than that, not much else really. Nothing of note, really. My life is not that exciting. I played more New Vegas. I feel like I'm not making any substantial advancements in the plot, because I'm not. I'm doing a bunch of random side quests. I'm trying to level up first before I encounter anything. The 2 skills you want to level up right away is lockpick skill and science, and that gets you through any doors in the game. As long as you have 100 on those, you're good. Everything else is just fluff. Medicine, sure, medicine and barter, I think is the next 2 you'd want to level up, and then speech, and then guns, and then energy weapons if you must. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, also I've been playing Smash. Is it still on? Playing Smash. Last night I tried to motivate myself by playing a DMX song as I was playing Smash, and I thought it would motivate me and get me pumped up and get ready to take on some people online, and it ended up being the soundtrack to my ass beating, because I have just lost match after match after match, and it was the worst. So I guess I should stop playing Smash at midnight, because that's when all the good players come out. Play Smash at noon, that's when all the kids are out. Nah, that's not true. I bet kids are like extra better at this game. But that's it for me. I guess I'm gonna keep working on that speech project, maybe. I think my math teacher finally put up the practice quiz, because that's what I was waiting on Thursday, and he still hasn't had it up, because we have a test, I think, next week. So I hope that goes well. I'll see you all next time. Peace out.